Most people think respect disappears after one big mistake, but it usually doesn't. Most of the time, it fades quietly, and the worst part is that you often don't notice it until people start treating you differently. That's what makes this so dangerous, because people rarely announce that they respect you less. They just stop listening closely, stop taking your words seriously, and stop trusting your presence. Little by little, your influence shrinks. Now here's the interesting part. People don't lose respect only because they're weak, rude, or incompetent. Sometimes they lose it because they're too eager to be liked, too available, too unclear, or too afraid of discomfort. In other words, respect isn't just about being impressive. It's also about how you carry yourself in small moments, especially the ones most people ignore. So in this video, we're going to break down why people lose respect for you. Not the obvious reasons, but the deeper ones. The quiet patterns that slowly change how others see you. And more importantly, how to stop repeating them. Because once you understand the pattern, you can change it. Let's start with the first one. You say yes when you mean no. This looks harmless. It can even look kind, helpful, easygoing. But here's the thing. When you keep saying yes to things you don't really want, people feel it. They may not say it out loud, but they can sense the hesitation, the lack of honesty, the hidden resentment, and over time that changes the way they see you. Because respect is deeply connected to clarity. When people know where you stand, they feel your shape, your boundaries, your self-respect. But when you agree to everything, avoid every conflict, and bend too quickly, you start to look less solid, less real. You become easier to use, but harder to admire. Think about it. Who do people usually respect more? The person who says yes to everything? Or the person who can say calmly, "I can't do that," or "that doesn't work for me"? The second person may not please everyone, but they create trust, and trust is one of the foundations of respect. Now, this doesn't mean becoming cold or difficult. It means becoming honest. Respect grows when your kindness has structure, not when it comes from fear. You explain yourself too much. This is a subtle one. A lot of people think over-explaining makes them look thoughtful, fair, reasonable. But often, it does the opposite. It makes them look unsure. When someone gives long justifications for every small decision, it sends a signal that says, "I need you to approve of this." And once that signal becomes visible, respect starts to weaken, because strong people don't feel the need to defend every boundary, every preference, or every decision. They explain when it helps, but they don't beg to be understood. There's a big difference. For example, saying, "I won't be able to make it tonight," is clear. Saying, "I'm so sorry, it's just that I had a long day and then this happened, and I didn't want to disappoint you, and maybe I can still try," feels different. One sounds grounded, the other sounds anxious, and people respond to that anxiety, sometimes without realizing it. The truth is, over-explaining often comes from a deeper fear. The fear of being judged, rejected, misunderstood. But the more you try to manage how everyone sees you, the less stable you appear. And stable people tend to earn more respect than agreeable ones. So the goal is not to become harsh, it's to become clean. Say what you mean what you say, then stop. Silence, used well, can make you look stronger than 10 extra sentences ever will. You tolerate behavior that clearly crosses the line. Respect doesn't only depend on how you treat people, it also depends on what you allow. That's a part many people miss. If someone constantly interrupts you, dismisses you, jokes at your expense, ignores your time, or speaks to you carelessly, and you keep acting like it's fine, people notice. Not just the person doing it, everyone notices, and the message becomes clear. This person can be pushed, this person can be ignored, this person does not protect their own place. Now, that may sound harsh, but social dynamics are often shaped by repetition. What you repeatedly allow becomes the standard, and once a bad standard is set, people adjust to it very quickly. This is why one small moment matters more than it seems. If someone disrespects you once, and you respond calmly but clearly, the pattern can stop there. But if it happens 5 times and you say nothing, you're teaching people how to treat you. That teaching may be unintentional, but it still works. Now, standing up for yourself doesn't mean becoming dramatic. It doesn't mean starting arguments over every small thing. Sometimes one sentence is enough. Don't speak to me like that. That doesn't work for me. Let's keep this respectful, simple, calm, direct. That kind of response does something powerful. It tells people that your presence has weight, and once people feel that, they behave differently. Not always because they like it, but because they understand the line is real. You act differently depending on who has power. This one destroys respect fast, maybe faster than anything else. When you're warm to people above you, but dismissive to people below you, people remember. When you act confident around the weak, but timid around the strong, people notice. When your personality changes based on status, your character starts to feel rented, not real. And respect can't grow where authenticity is missing, because real respect is not just about confidence, it's about consistency. Can people trust who you are? Do you carry the same values into different rooms? Do you stay decent when there's nothing to gain? That matters a lot. In fact, many people would rather deal with someone blunt but consistent than someone charming but strategic. Because predictability creates safety, and safety creates trust, and trust again creates respect. Think about the people you admire. Usually, they are not perfect, but they are the same person in public and private. The same person with the CEO and the waiter. The same person when things go well and when they don't. That consistency makes people feel there is something solid underneath the surface. And solidity is attractive, not just socially, psychologically. So if you want more respect, stop performing for status. Treat people well. All people. Not because it looks good, because it reveals who you are. You confuse attention with respect. A lot of people fall into this trap, especially today. If people reply fast, laugh at your jokes, invite you out, or react to what you post, it can feel like respect. But attention is cheap. Respect is expensive. Attention can come from entertainment, usefulness, novelty, even pity. Respect is different. Respect means people take you seriously, even when you're not performing, even when you're quiet, even when there is nothing immediate to gain from you. That's a much deeper thing, and many people lose respect because they chase the wrong signal. They try to be impressive instead of reliable, interesting instead of grounded, visible instead of valuable. Now, there's nothing wrong with being charismatic, nothing wrong with being liked, But if your whole social strategy depends on being entertaining, agreeable, or impossible to ignore, you may build attention without building weight. And sooner or later, people feel that difference. This is why some people are popular, but not respected, and others are quiet, but deeply respected. The quiet person may speak less, but when they speak, it matters. Their words carry more force because they are not spending all their energy trying to stay in the spotlight. They are building substance, and substance always outlasts performance. You're emotionally easy to control. This is where respect often collapses. If your mood changes with every opinion, every rejection, every delay, every small sign of disapproval, people start seeing you as unstable. Not bad, not broken, just unstable. And instability makes people cautious. Because if your emotions are always in the driver's seat, people don't know which version of you they're going to meet. The calm one, the defensive one, the needy one, the angry one. That unpredictability erodes trust. Now, emotional control does not mean becoming cold. It does not mean suppressing everything. It means having a gap between what you feel and how you act. That gap matters a lot. Because mature people still feel frustration. They still feel embarrassment, still feel disappointment, but they don't hand the steering wheel to those feelings every time. And that changes everything. When you stay composed under pressure, people feel safer around you. When you don't overreact to every little thing, people take you more seriously. When you can hear something uncomfortable without collapsing or exploding, people sense depth. That is one of the most respected traits in any room. Not loud confidence, not perfect words, emotional steadiness. And the truth is, this trait becomes even more powerful as you get older, because many adults still don't have it. So when you do, it stands out immediately. You don't respect yourself in private. This is the deepest one, and maybe the hardest to hear. A lot of social problems start long before the social moment. They start in private, in the promises you keep breaking to yourself, in the standards you keep lowering, in the way you talk to yourself when nobody is around. Because self-respect leaks. It leaks into your posture, your tone, your choices, your tolerance, your timing, even your eye contact. You can't fully fake it. You can imitate confidence for a while. You can memorize the right phrases. You can act composed. But people often feel the gap between performance and identity. They feel when someone is trying to look strong without actually feeling grounded, and that gap weakens respect. This is why discipline matters more than people think. Not because discipline makes you impressive, because it changes your relationship with yourself. Every time you do what you said you would do, even in a small way, you send yourself a message. I can trust me. And once that message becomes stronger, other things start changing too. Your voice gets clearer. Your boundaries get cleaner. Your need for approval gets weaker. Your presence becomes calmer. And that calm presence tends to earn respect naturally. Not instantly, but naturally. That's the key. Real respect is rarely forced. It is usually felt. So if you want people to respect you more, don't start by chasing their reactions. Start by repairing your relationship with yourself. That is where most of this begins. Now let's pull all of this together. People lose respect for you when your behavior says, "My comfort matters more than truth." When your words say yes, but your face says no. When your boundaries disappear. When your emotions run the room. When your character changes with status. When you chase attention instead of substance. And when, deep down, you don't fully trust yourself. That's the pattern. And once you see the pattern, a lot of confusing social experiences suddenly make sense. Why some people become dismissive. Why others stop listening. Why being nice doesn't always work. Why trying harder can sometimes make things worse. Because respect is not built by trying to control how others see you. It is built by becoming more solid, more honest, more emotionally steady, more clear. The good news is, this can change. You do not need a new personality. You do not need to become louder. You do not need to dominate the room. You just need to stop betraying yourself in small ways. That's where the shift begins. Quietly, but powerfully. And once that changes, people feel it. Before you even explain it. If you want, the next step from here is obvious. Not just why people lose respect for you, but why calm people gain it so naturally. Because calmness is often misunderstood. A lot of people think it's passive. It isn't. Used well, it's one of the strongest signals of inner control. And that's a pattern worth understanding.